Welcome back, y'all. You already know what this is. This is winner semis at Gommel for Melee, Hungrybox versus iBDW. I had a few of you asking for this one, so I'm glad to do it. And I know this has gotten some attention from some other sources, but I'm going to add my own unique take to it, so stick around. And I want you to notice first here that Hungrybox is going into game one here wearing his glasses. And this isn't just because they look cool. There's something going on with those, but we'll get back to it. So jumping forward in percent here, game one, HBox gets iBDW off stage, finds the edge guard. That's one stock. And so right now starts something else really interesting that I felt like got a little bit of attention but was mostly buried by the anti-Popoff. So check this out. HBox starts retreating to the ledge here. And iBDW I think anticipated this. You can see him nodding there like, okay, we knew this would happen. And to my knowledge, HBox is doing this because the ledge grab functions a little bit differently in Melee than it does in Ultimate. So in Melee, you can continuously re-grab it and continue to get invincibility. And of course, this is a great spot when you have the lead because your opponent has to approach you and you're in an advantageous position. Of course, some people say it's boring, but listen to the crowd.
Back when this was happening to players like Armada's box was kind of the run-up down tilt. So I wonder what kind of development iBDW might have as a...
And what a genuine, non-ironic reaction from the crowd there. Isn't that nice? And jumping ahead a couple seconds, you can see HBox kind of finds it funny what the crowd's doing.
Come in, it's kind of like you're forced to approach with the stock deficit, and HBox can take this and run with it now.
Yeah, I think one of the reasons why we saw that down tilt.
And I also just want to point out that as amusing this is for HBox, it's probably equally as infuriating for iBDW. And so I'm going to fast forward through a bit of it here, but after doing this for a while, iBDW comes in, gets the down tilt for the kill. Next stock, HBox finds the grab, up throw, rest. So with HBox having the stock lead again, he goes back to the ledge. And once again, we see iBDW going, okay, yeah, alright, I see what we're doing. And while a lot of the rest of the game is composed of this kind of stuff, Hungrybox actually becomes a lot more aggressive on iBDW's last stock, getting some grabs, back airs. iBDW tries to go top platform, but 2 up airs into the rest will seal the deal for game 1. And what I was talking about with the ledge grabs is about to come into play right here. Ready?
Going to be able to find an answer to the stall.
How many ledge grabs?
Oh, he's checking.
No, it doesn't matter. The ledge grab is without a timeout too. Check
Uh-oh.
it right now.
So in competitive Melee, there's a limit on how many times you can grab the ledge in order to try to deter stalling. So iBDW is asking Hungrybox to check the stats to see how many times he grabbed the ledge. And it's a little hard to see here, but we can see that value is 36. But now there's some confusion on what the actual limit is.
45. What's the ledge grab limit? 45, right?
So Hungrybox and somebody off camera have said it's 45. iBDW wants more information. Hungrybox, however, not too phased. He knows that even if it is 45, he's a-okay with 36. Not even stressing about it, just laughing, having a good time. But there's still confusion about the limit. Ready?
To sort of disqualify the game.
Oh gosh, he's pissed.
So watch both players' reactions here when they learn the ledge grab limit is not 45, but 80.
I would expect to see FD. That's kind of Cody's counterpick of choice, but I don't know if he wants to...
So iBDW is annoyed. HBox is just dying back there. So after this whole rule check, they're getting ready, they're picking the stages for the next game. But now iBDW talks to HBox a little bit more directly about the ledge grab limit. Ready?
We're going after you, right?
At the end of the day,
I mean, you literally can't get 80. You can just stall the rest of the setup. So if you want the win, good shit.
Kind of hard to hear, but he says, I mean, you literally can't get 80, you could just stall the rest of the set out, so if you want the win, good shit.
Uh-oh.
Can't get 80.
Uh-oh.
Like, you're not going to get 80 ledge grab limits. If you want to stall out, good shit, you win.
Kind of just says the same thing there. HBox is not engaging with it anymore. So he talks to TO for a sec, probably clarifying the rules, comes back, talks to iBDW again.
correctly, he was playing patient.
Timeout, 60 without a timeout.
So they're talking about the standard, which iBDW is saying 40 with a timeout, 60 without a timeout.
Depends on the rule
That's the
set.
standard. The standard is 40 without, 60 with.
HBox says it depends on the rule set. iBDW says the standard is 40 without, 60 with. And I just think it's so funny that amid all this confusion about the ledge grab limit, iBDW accidentally reverses what he says the limit is the 2 times that he says it. The first time he says 40 with a timeout, 60 without a timeout, and the second time he says 40 without a timeout and 60 with a timeout. So it's just a shit show is what it is. Jumping ahead a little bit into game 2, iBDW says I will not be dealing with this ledge play. Down tilt to up air, that's a stock. So Hungrybox took another stock, so now they're even, but something funny starts to happen here. Every time the Hungrybox goes to the ledge, they actually start counting the number of ledge grabs. And HBox finds this hilarious.
Confidence playing him in a straight up match, you know? Not to disrespect HBox's playstyle, but like he knows just of how much a threat IBDW is. Wow.
So HBox amused, but doesn't last long. At the end of the game here, iBDW finds a down tilt for the kill. Oh, and listen to this really quick.
And just as an update as well, I did receive word from a Melee Stats member that the LGL is in fact 60.
Why is this so hard? There's been like 30 different numbers thrown around here. I feel like if HBox is coming in for a set, somebody should know the information. Also, iBDW is only asking about the ledge grab limit as a gambit to get HBox to take his glasses off because those are clearly his power-up. He won game 1 with them on, lost game 2 with them off, and now going into game 3 he's putting them back on. What do you think's gonna happen? Well, here's what happens. HBox plays pretty aggressive the whole game. He's not really camping the ledge at all. And on last stock he does this.
One frame shot.
The
Oh my God!
call-outs from HBox, and you can hear it from all the way here.
So HBox is up 2-1. Big pop-off there. Feeling great, of course. And I think this is a little funny. You can hear the commentators talking about the pop-off as we go into game 4 here. So listen to this.
That one shook the venue a bit, Radar.
Yeah, I think we're going to get an even louder one if he's able to take this.
Oh, Radar, if you only knew what was about to happen. But we're not quite there yet. Game 4 pretty low-key, stays even most of the time. iBDW does finish it off with an up air right here. And so clearly the glasses luck has run out, so game 5, HBox is going to have to do it all himself. Meanwhile, iBDW is picking up some momentum here. The crowd is chanting his real name, Cody.
Can he close it out in 5?
You can see the crowd is on his side.
And I was just noticing going into this game 5 here, they're both taking this way more seriously. A lot of the expressiveness, a lot of the annoyance, a lot of the excitement is all gone here. They're just trying to stay completely locked in. So jumping ahead, HBox is up 2 stocks to 1. He's now playing on the ledge again. iBDW finds the up air. So now we're on game 5, last stock, 0% for both of them. And I'll spare you a minute and a half of stray hits and dash dancing and bring you this.
Even so slightly, because if he gets hit by a backer, he will be knocked off stage like what we just saw.
Opportunity for HBox!
Let's stop here really quick. At this point the game is over. iBDW is not coming back. But let's slow it down and let's look at what Hungrybox and iBDW do in the next half second here. So you can see what I can only describe as euphoria come over HBox's face here as Fox tries to get back. And as Fox falls, you can see HBox grab for the headset. He's about to pop off. But iBDW sees what's about to happen and he knows that it's his time. Ready? And this image right here will go down in Melee history for sure. But you can hear iBDW there saying, good shit Juan, which is HBox's real name. HBox totally unfazed here, shows a lot of class, gives him a pat on the face. And we know with the benefit of hindsight that iBDW's pop-off went so hard that he felt like he was going to faint. And I think he realized that in this moment. So at this point, HBox is like, alright, I'm going to take a little bit of space, but iBDW's like, I literally need to hold on to you or I will fall down. You can see him stumbling there. Not very well on his feet. Now getting multiple points of contact on HBox to make sure he doesn't fall down. He seems to have regained some consciousness here, only has one hand on him. He's doing okay. Leans over, shakes his hand. Really bizarre moment here. I don't know how else to describe it. Like, I don't think we're going to see another one of these for a long time. Unless it becomes a trend. I honestly kind of hope it does. Looks like iBDW is doing a little better here. Doesn't have to hold on to HBox at all. Once again shakes his hand for some reason though. HBox is like, alright, I'm going to finally pop off on my own. I'm going to do my own thing now. I don't want any more of that. And that's kind of the extent of the antics. But iBDW goes on Twitter, makes sure to explain to everyone that it was all in good fun, just a joke. HBox liked it too and everything's fine. He also addressed everyone that was mad at him for putting his hands on HBox, saying, I was going to faint. I needed to hold on to him to not fall down. And this is really funny and ironic in the context of HBox once popping off so hard that he actually fainted on his stream here. Bye. And so iBDW, of course, understanding that irony, saying he's not going to make fun of HBox for that pop-off ever again. And then finally we see him retweeting a picture from HBox of both of them, clearly still on good terms. HBox is not upset. It was just a fun prank at the end of the day. I do like, though, how HBox actually won this whole tournament, and we're talking about this instead, but I guess that's how it goes. Thank you for watching. Drop a sub and some likes if you enjoyed this. Check out my other stuff. Have a good one. Bye-bye.